This is the best day ever. We got ice cream and we got new friends, the coolest friends ever. So this is Stanford and this is Bridget, and they're our new best buddies, and they're going to give us money and they're going to give us players, and they might even give us facilities someday if we be really nice to them. Best day ever. Ice cream's pretty good too. So anyway, every single time I'd gone to our previous chairman, Chairman Jimmy, and asked for us to have a senior affiliate club, Chairman Jimmy would say no. Basically, I don't like money, especially free money. Why would I want free money? He just continually said no. Then I said, well, maybe I should just start asking Chairman Andy for things. So I went up to Chairman Andy and I said, we should have a senior affiliate. And he said, no. And I said, well, I really think we should. And he said, okay. And then 2 weeks later, we now have a senior affiliate, Chelsea, which is pretty cool. We're going to get a friendly, almost 100,000 pounds per year, and they're going to send us some players and stuff like that. It was so easy. It makes me think, what was wrong with Chairman Jimmy that he couldn't do this? And so kind of motivated by that, I decided I'd just start asking Chairman Andy for everything. So I asked him for improved data analysis facilities. It took like 2 weeks to improve those, which makes me think we kind of probably just went out and bought like a computer on Amazon or something like that. Because if we look at our club info and our data analysis facilities, now they're poor, and we just upgraded them. And I don't remember what they were before, but I'm trying to think what is below poor. Like, is it awful, or is it like you don't have any at all? But anyway, we apparently got a laptop and we have something to do with data now. So that's all good and well. And then I said, let's increase our junior coaching budget. And he said yes to that. So that's supposed to take place over time, which is also good, because if we go back in here and we look at our junior coaching, it's average, but I think that's gone up because I think it was below average just a little while ago. And even better, notice our below average youth facilities, they are scheduled to be done. If we look over here, improve youth facilities, they're going to be done in 3 days. So lots of things. It's this one big red stripe here where he canceled the training facilities. That's kind of bugging me. And our stadium is looks like about a third done too. So that'd be done at the end of the year. So there is some kind of this groundswell of improvement that's coming up from below here. If we could just get those training facilities, but we can't ask him for them. There's nothing. I've asked him pretty much for everything now. I don't want to ask for increased transfer budget, because if we do look at our finances, we've lost £1 million this season. And I'm not quite sure how, because our wage budget is about 30,000, 40,000 more, but that's like 120,000, 160,000 a month, and the season's only August, September, October, 3 months. That's like 500,000. Well, I guess we have 100,000 debt we have to pay on our stadium loan too. So yeah, maybe it all starts to add up to about $1 million. That's a little bit of disconcerting number, because that means we're going to be about $3 million in the hole this season. But we have $5 million in the bank because we got this mysterious $4 million payment at the beginning of the season. So all that adds up to, I have no idea what's going on with finances, but we'll just keep going kind of thing. But anyway, I'm on a sidetrack here, because what we want to do is let's talk about what's happened between the last time we met. Good news and bad news. And then we're going to face off against Middlesbrough, who sits middle of the table. And so we'll catch up with that. So we're going to have those things coming up, and we want to not dally along too long here. But let's take a look at the table here. It's ended up a pretty good interval between the last time we met, although it wasn't looking that way for a while. Now we're in 6th place, 13 points after 13 matches played. But if you'll notice, there's a cluster of teams here. The 3rd place team, Nottingham Forest, has 24 points, but you go down to 20th place and you're in 13th place. So it's just a big, massive teams here. They're only scattered by 4 points. So although we've gone up to 6th place, it doesn't really mean much. If we were to lose this match, we would drop out of the playoff zone pretty quickly here. So probably down even to like 9th or 10th place, I would guess. So it's good we're there, but it's not as good as if we had a 4-point gap between us and the 7th place team. But a quarter of the way through the season, to be sitting in the playoff spot, I'm pretty happy with that. To be totally honest, I kind of hope we don't I don't think we want to get promoted this year. First of all, I put that like 30% pay wage increase into pretty much everybody's contract. So if we do get that promoted, we're going to have a massive wage budget problem. But yeah, we'll never know. And I think we need our new stadium, which would be next year. Well, anyway, yeah, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. But I'm perfectly happy giving us another year in the championship to kind of sort things out a little bit more. Anyway, so there's that. And if we look at our results and our schedule, it's been pretty much since we played Aston Villa and we lost 1-0. We did really crappy for those 4 matches. We tied Sunderland. We blew that. We were leading late and they scored to draw. We lost to Sheffield United in the EFL Cup that nobody cares about. And then we lost to Birmingham, which was way down in the table, 2-1. We just couldn't get anything going. So lost at home to them. But then we rebounded. 1-0 wins, 3 consecutive wins against Sheffield United, Reading, and Brentford have been ones that have jacked us back up into the playoff zone here, which is pretty good. Today we face off against Middlesbrough, who sits 10th in the championship. So this will be a good match. Another road match. We have only won once on the road, which was just about a week or so ago. So kind of looking forward to see how we do this. And I do also want to call attention to 2 things. Thing number 1 is I was looking back in the records, and we have now lost 5 YouTube episodes in a row. We've only scored 1 goal in that time. In the last 4 YouTube episodes, we have not scored a goal. Ever since Chairman Jimmy announced his resignation, we have not won on YouTube. Not sure if those 2 things are connected. You tell me. But anyway, that's where we sit. And I do also want to bring up, to highlight, put a spotlight on one player, Maltha Sommer. I had such high hopes for Mr. Sommer. He was, look at those numbers. Everything. Acceleration, 17. Stamina, 16. Determination, he's determined. He can finish. He's got technique. He's composed. He can play with flair. He's got like everything. Everything you could possibly want. But he will not score for us. He cannot score. And it's the most agonizing, we give him the ball in the box and there's nobody there and he kicks it wide type of thing. Just take a look at Mr. Sommer's stats here. For example, if we block out the Euro U21s, which we'll talk about in a moment, Mr. Sommer's had, 31 shots, half of them on target. He's got 2 goals, but one of his 2 goals is a penalty. So really, it's 30 shots and 1 goal. That's just really bad. And if we look at then, okay, yes, and you think, well, maybe he's just not that good. Here in the Euros, the under 21 Euros, 35 shots, 9 goals. I don't get it. I do not get it. And if you watch him play, the other thing is if you watch him play, I found this analysis thing, which I've never really screwed around with, but it's actually quite cool. So here he is against Brentford. Here's his shots. He's standing to the right of the goal, and he kicks it way the hell over there. He's standing to the left of the goal, and he kicks it way the hell over there. It's like he's trying to miss. This match here, too, look at this. It's like in every match, what I'm saying is it's like we get him the ball in front, and he can't hit it. Here's another shot. Standing here, he's got the whole right side of the net wide open, and he kicks it over there. Then he hits the woodwork. Then he has 3 shots, 2 of them inside the box, that are all saved, and then he has 2 shots blocked. 7 shots, no goals. He cannot score for us. I've spoken to him a couple of times now, and out of desperation, I've put him on the bench for this game. He is not dressing. He can watch this one from the stands and think about his role in this team. And you might say, well, maybe you're just not playing something for the strikers. Morgan Jeffs, our striker who was really good last year, 3 appearances in the league, 2 goals, 1 appearance in the cup, 2 appearances in the cup, and 1 goal. 5 appearances, 3 goals. He's fine. Lakatos as well, 1 appearance, 1 goal. So our other strikers are doing fine. So it's time to let Jeffs and Lakatos play and let Sommer sit down. And if you have ideas on how to fix him, I'd be open to it, because one of the things I am trying, however, which I think is with development training, he's doing the places shots training because his technique is so good. So I think that might sort out some of the problems with him missing everything. The other thing I wonder, just looking at this, maybe he's just like dumb. His concentration is a 7. So maybe he doesn't know what he's supposed to do with the ball. We've had a lot worse. I think with the 7, you should know if the ball's on your foot, you could kick it in the net. That's surely seems capable of that. Maybe it's his balance of 11. That doesn't seem that bad. But those are the only 2 things that seem roughly to be explanatory. But then it doesn't explain why he did so well in the under 21s at the European at Euros under 21. So I don't know. Anyway, that's the story of Malthasama. And with all of those things told, now let's get on to our match preview here. And we are going against Middlesbrough. They are favored, although they've only won one of their last 5 matches. It's probably our abysmal away record that has kind of led us to this. So here is our starting lineup. Most of these you're familiar with. Cardinale has looked good in goal. We'll talk about some of the other ones as we get going. I have been shuffling Kirby in and out, and one of our 3 new geriatric midfielders, Ryan Gold, has played and has looked okay so far. He had a 6.2 at halftime in the last match, but then by the end he played himself up to a 6.7. So I think he's just got to kind of gel. In his very first appearance in the very first minute, he kicked the ball to the other team and they came down and scored. So he's a little shaky right now, but we're still hopeful for him. But he's not playing today because he played a couple days ago and I didn't play Kirby, so we're doing that. So other than that, we're pretty good. We're trying Morgan Jeffs at striker. I think our bench is all set here. Let's dig in and let's see if we can break this YouTube jinx. No wins in 5 losses in a row. We haven't even drawn, and only 1 goal. That's pretty abysmal, considering that our record outside of the YouTube matches has been pretty decent. Ogumbi, Gonzaga, Gordon, and Wood will press them. Let's do our team talk here, and let's see what we can do to keep our run going. Yes, we are in a good run. Let us pray. I have faith in you. I have faith in all of you. And let us get this started here. All right. So we are, even though we're away, we're in our home blue and whites, and Middlesbrough is in their blood reds. And we are off and started. Mr. Wood takes it down the right side, but he is eaten up by, I don't know what that is, a left winger. And that's the end of that here. We are playing our 4-1-2-3. Because we're on the road, and teams seem to have adapted to our 4-3-3, so I'm trying to shift out of it a little bit to kind of shake them up. But, you know, our defense in the last 3 matches, we haven't given up a goal. So our defense has really been what's winning it. We've only scored 3 goals. Oh, I thought that was in. I gotta get new glasses. But, yeah, so our defense is really sharpened up. We started off, the month before last, our offense was, what was that? That wasn't very good. Our offense was really good. And then our defense wasn't very good. And now it's kind of flipped. So, I don't know. Go figure. Sa. It's a very short last name. Sa. Takes it again. This is a long highlight. God, long highlights scare me. That's it. That can't be it. Block it. That's a dangerous spot. Huh. That's a lot of kicking for not much excitement. Unless this is the excitement where we head it out and we counter and go all the way down and score. That makes me feel, I wonder. So I think if the highlight's really bad, does that really mean they didn't have anything better to pick from? Oh, it's Cardinale. Did you see that? Diving out to his right. He's had some really good looking saves. And I think the goalkeeper ratings are completely messed up in this game because he's got like a 6.7. And it seems like that's good for a goalkeeper, where I would thinking a goalkeeper should really get up into the 7s if they're good, right? But you don't see goalkeepers that high. Oh, that's bad spot. Blocks, nice. Good, Jeffs. Oh, that's red card. Dogzo. Their goalkeeper's complacent because we're not getting any shots. Okay, we're not doing anything here. Let's start with just violence and yell at them. Demand more. Yes. Uh-oh. Mr. Jeffs is pressured. Don't be. The next level down is Summer, and he's terrible. Poser. Oh, okay. To Poser. Back to Shaw. Isn't that a foul? It is. Okay. Shaw's going to take it. Dangerous spot for a free kick. Bend it around to the right. Go underneath it. Oh! The bar, and it spun on the side. Okay. So since we've yelled at them, they've done better. 6 shots, 4 shots. Maxted has a yellow card. Let's take care of that so we don't get into red card danger. Maxted is one of about the 17 right backs I signed in the offseason because they seem pretty good and pretty cheap, and I just couldn't stop myself. So we're trying him to see how he does today because he hasn't had... I think he's only started one other match. He's not doing so well so far, is he? So yelling at them worked, but we still haven't got any goals. So we need creativity. Let's go get creative. Everyone's inspired. All the players are inspired. Their whole team is inspired, and half of our team is inspired. This is just an inspired moment. Oh, Wood has been somewhat of a pain in the butt. That's going to be bad. All right, here we go. Let's get him right before halftime. This has been actually the kind of the pattern for these 1-0 wins, where it's been do something good. Oh, he hit the bar. Come on, Pozo. Oh, it's hit the corner. Hit the corner of the net. Almost went in. Come on, Pozo. Show us why you're called Pozo. That was pretty bad. Fiorini. Back to Holmes. Pushing us out. Still got a minute to go, boys. Let's go. Let's get something. Nice. I think. What's going on? What are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. That way. God. Okay. So, 0-0 at the half. Fairly even. We've been a little bit more on target. A little bit more possession. Let's go to the dressing room and give a super inspirational speech here. Tell the boys they did well and their efforts were excellent. I'm not quite there yet. How are we doing, by the way? Our midfield is pretty lackluster. Wings are lackluster. God, our defense is holding up pretty well, but our midfield and offense is a little bit sluggish here. Okay, I have an idea inspired by Ahab the Gamer. We've been the better team here. No, I'm not happy with your performance. There we go. Let's just try that. There's a lot more to come for you, and I believe what you're going to take. So it's the old good cop, bad cop, and I am both. That was terrible, but I believe in you. All right, let's go to tactics, and let's try Ahab the Gamer's suggestion, which is to slow the tempo down when your midfield is struggling. Let's see if Ahab the Gamer assistant coach can help us out here. Second half is underway. Let's see if that fixes things. Max, Ted, Marcio. I might be tempted to do overlaps with the outside backs too, but they're really not very good at crossing it. Cardinale's just going to walk away. Uh-oh. This is nothing. Sa has it. God! They've done that about 5 times. I feel like if they do it 5 more, one of them is going to go in. Why are they in better shape than us? I don't know. I feel like... Okay. This... I wanted to stop it. That makes me feel like he's going to shoot. Oh, Cardinale. Fingertip save to divert it over. He's been busy. We're going to need something to get going. Get it. Come on. Oh. So the whole... That didn't work. Our midfield's gotten worse. So that's 15 minutes too. That's enough time to try that. Let's go back to higher tempo. Let's go a little more direct. And let's see who's not performing well. Tom Ferry on the left side has not looked good. He's been our new signing, consistently struggling out on the left. However, Flynn usually isn't any better, but it's hard to get worse than a 6.4. So let's throw him out there and see what happens. 58 minutes in is a little bit early, but you never know. Oh, everybody's nervous. Come on, boys. Let's just demand more. That'll calm them down. Yes, everybody's focused. Let's go. Focus. Come on, stay focused. No. We haven't had a highlight yet. There we go. Fiorini feeds Jeffs with his blazing speed. He's going to cut inside. Show us how. That was exciting, though. I like excitement. 70 minutes. We need another substitute here. Tactics. Take suggestions. Fiorini is a 6.7. Yeah, Kirby a 6.5. Should we try it? Let's take a look at Mr. Gald. But that leaves us only one more substitute. And Shaw's been terrible out on the right-hand side, too. Thinking. I'm not quiet, I'm just thinking. Let's bring in Rowe on the right-hand side as an attacking winger. He's better. He's actually had a pretty good year so far. And let's just... Oh, look at this. What a dummy. I'm not that stupid. I didn't want 2 advanced playmakers on support. Really, that wasn't intentional. Fiorini is supposed to be an attacking midfielder. That explains a lot. That's another thing. Like, I wish they had these little like red flags and say, you're being really stupid. Because that would be helpful. Like, you shouldn't have 2 advanced playmakers on support playing side by side. That's... Okay, well, there's 20 minutes left for them to save me. Let's go, boys. No wonder they're nervous. They're like, what are you doing this for? We're not going anywhere. We've had one shot this second half. Okay, so we're balanced. I think I'm just going to delete this episode and pretend it didn't happen. Let's go back to what every change I've made has been worse. Let's bring in Rabuanu and make him, and we'll put him over here. Can he do that? First to be on the right in a two-man pairing. First to be on the right in a two-man pairing. Well, you can deal with that. And we'll do this. Yeah. Rabuanu has been, at times, quite good. 10 minutes left, boys. Should tell our players to have more. Oh, that's going to. Oh, it just cleared off the line. Who did that? Always press, Mr. Sa. I feel like we're going to win. I do. I feel like we're going to break the jinx right here. Uh-oh. That's bad. God, blocks everywhere. It's a good team they can't shoot. Because, God, what happened to us? It's like their highlight show. Come on, boys. We're better. We are better than this. Pick it off. Gordon. Oh, that's bad. That was a weak shot. Cardinale gobbled it up. 18 shots to 9. That's... Ball's just rolling. There's nobody there. Good. Get it. Good. Come on, Jeffs. You can do this. Cut inside. Oh, fingertip save. All right. Highlights coming fast and furious now. Flynn. Oh, you're so bad. But that can't be the highlight. It's got to be the highlight now. Here we go. I feel it. A 1-0 win. Pozo to Jeffs. Pozo in front to Fiore. Fiore kicks it right at his shins and gives him a breakaway. Ooh, that's going to be a card, isn't it? 88 minutes. It's getting to squeaky bum time. Duh, what is that? Uh-oh. A little bit of a panic clearance there, Mr. Perez. Nothing there. And it goes out of bounds. That wasn't much of a highlight. They're kind of fake highlights a lot of this time. Here we go. Have we made all our substitutions? Am I missing one? Yes, we have. Okay, so there's not much to be done unless we were to change something tactically. And we have a little highlight coming up here, if I can show it. Perez back in front. Oh! Corner kick cleared away by the defender. Come on, let's go, Mr. Holmes. Get your second goal of the year. Right here, right now. Be a hero. Pozo, why are you taking so long? Oh, flipped it over. That was Flynn. Okay, one more chance. Here we go. Maxted to Jeffs. Jeffs with his blazing speed. He's going to go in front. He's going to center it. He's going to lose it. Cleared out for a corner. We got this. Got to be positive, right? What happened to our corner? We just not get it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, look. I hit the middle of the post. This is it, really, isn't it? Sa! Over the bar. I feel kind of stupid for having two advanced playmakers. That was kind of dumb. But we didn't lose. I feel like, yeah, that was... How did... Shane Flynn, we brought him at 6.3. He was worse than a 6.4. So... God, well, we didn't lose. We dropped down to 8th place. So, but still, overall, I have to be really happy where we are. I do think it would be good if I were a little bit more alert and didn't have two advanced playmakers. That kind of bugs me. But anyway, I won't say that again because I've already said it 4 times now. Nunishin promotion bid takes hit. Yeah, that's still okay. On the whole, pretty happy with how things are going. So that brings us to the end today. Another 0-0 draw. We've gone 6 matches on YouTube without a win. And the last 5, we have not scored a goal. So, since Chairman Andy resigned. Anyway, we'll come back. It is October. We'll head into the month of November. A light load of in terms of the schedule here of matches. So probably come back for Bristol City. Maybe Sheffield Wednesday towards the end of November. Then things pick up again a little bit in December and January. So thank you so much for stopping by. We will see you again in our next episode as we're kind of feel like we're in this kind of interim zone. We're chugging along, building things up and making some like 2 steps forward, 1 step backward kind of thing. But I feel like we're getting there. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I hope your saves are going well and that you're enjoying this. And if you are, if you could hit thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, that would be greatly appreciated. We will see you next time. Thanks so much for coming by. Bye.